How the U.S. President travels. The United States government has maintained a variety of vehicles for the president. Because of the president's role as commander-in-chief, military transports are exclusively used for international travel. However, the civilian Secret Service operates the president's motorcade. What travels with the U.S. president? Here's a detailed look at how the President of the United States travels. Number 20. Readiness for emergencies. The President is accompanied with essential medical supplies by a group of medical experts, including a physician. Every trip is prepared with plans for both emergency response and quick evacuation. The White House Communications Agency (WHCA) links the President to radio and satellite systems for both secure and non-secure communications. To enable the President to carry out his or her responsibilities wherever in the globe, specially outfitted cars and aircraft act as mobile command centers. Number 19. International travel diplomatic coordination. When traveling abroad, security and logistical arrangements must be coordinated with foreign governments. In host nations, American embassies and consulates offer extra assistance in security coordination. Direct and safe flight lanes are guaranteed through cooperation with foreign airspace authorities. Number 18. Readiness for emergency. The President is accompanied with essential medical supplies by a group of medical experts, including a physician. Every trip is prepared with plans for both emergency response and quick evacuation. Number 17. Pre-trip instructions and setup. Prior to a trip, the President is provided with intelligence briefings regarding the security conditions at the destination, encompassing political instability, natural disasters, and potential threats from terrorist organizations. Every move, gathering, and event is carefully scheduled with precise times and security procedures for every part. Number 16. Secret Service Advanced Operations Site Surveys. To identify security risks, entry and exit points, and possible evacuation routes, Secret Service agents conduct comprehensive site surveys of every location the President will visit. To guarantee thorough security coverage, the Secret Service works in tandem with regional emergency services, law enforcement, and occasionally even foreign security agencies. Number 15. Airlift and ground support as logistical support. Vehicles, equipment, and personnel are transported using large cargo aircraft, such as the C-17 Globemaster. To set up the necessary infrastructure, these flights frequently take place before the President arrives. Ground support equipment ensures that all eventualities are taken care of. It consists of generators, satellite communication systems, and medical supplies. Number 14. Operations with motorcades. The motorcade's routes are kept secret and frequently altered at the last minute. The route is constantly being watched over and monitored. The purpose of using decoy limousines and cars is to trick prospective attackers into thinking that the President is not actually in one of them. Number 13. Readiness for medical emergencies. Air Force One's medical suite has an operating table, emergency medical supplies, and room for the President's physician to administer quick care. Comprising professionals qualified to manage a variety of medical crises, these teams accompany the President on trips. Number 12. Plans for emergency evacuations. Teams trained for quick evacuation and emergencies. Teams trained for rapid evacuation and emergency situations are always on standby, equipped to react to any unforeseen incidents. Plans include alternative transportation options such as other aircraft, helicopters, and secure ground transport in case primary methods are compromised. To guarantee safe travel and lodging, diplomatic security entails cooperation with the host country's security forces as well as the U.S. Department of State. With prearranged clearances and accelerated procedures, the President and their entourage typically avoid the regular customs and immigration procedures. Number 11. Management and guidance. Air Force One can function as an airborne command post in emergency scenarios. It is outfitted with cutting-edge communication and command facilities. To guarantee continuous operation in the event of a technical failure or attack, redundant communication and control systems are in place. Number 10. Security and public involvement. When making a public appearance, a lot of precautions are taken to keep crowds under control. These precautions include physical barriers, security screening, and the involvement of undercover agents in the crowd. Only carefully selected journalists are granted close access to the President thanks to the White House press office's management of media coverage and access. Number 9. Environmental control aircraft environment. Air Force One is outfitted with systems such as cutting-edge air filtration systems to guarantee a cozy and safe environment. To ensure the best possible conditions for the President's health and comfort, venues and cars are climate-controlled. Number 8. Analysis and debriefing following the trip. To evaluate the success of security measures and pinpoint opportunities for enhancement, a thorough review is carried out following each trip. In order to improve future travel operations and security procedures, input is gathered from all relevant agencies and personnel. Number 7. Security Operations (OPCC). To avoid possible leaks, detailed travel plans are kept under wraps and only information that is necessary to know is shared. To preserve operational security, the President and important staff members use code names. Number 6. Exercise and practice. To get ready for a variety of scenarios such as attacks, natural disasters, and medical emergencies, Secret Service agents regularly conduct drills with local and federal law enforcement. Exercises that mimic real-world scenarios are used to assess and enhance response times and coordination. Number 5. Safe mode of transportation. To give the President a backup plan, a backup Air Force One typically arrives either ahead of schedule or after the primary Air Force One. The convoy consists of automobiles outfitted with defenses against chemical, biological, radiological, and explosive threats. Number 4. Cybersecurity precautions. Data and communications are shielded from cyber attacks by sophisticated cybersecurity procedures. Teams that can quickly deploy secure networks and fend off online threats are known as mobile cyber units. Number 3. Sensitivity to diplomacy and culture. The President is escorted by cultural advisors on foreign trips to guarantee proper behavior and observance of regional traditions. Gift-giving and protocol calls for the exchange of carefully screened gifts that are deemed secure. Number 2. Examining the effects on the environment. Participating in carbon offset programs is one way to reduce the carbon footprint of presidential trade. By using fuel efficiently and implementing other sustainable practices, efforts are made to reduce the negative effects on the environment. Number 1. Community impact and local involvement. Advanced teams occasionally participate in outreach initiatives while collaborating with nearby communities to guarantee minimal disturbance. There can be a major economic impact from presidential visits. Impacts on local communities often requiring planning to mitigate negative effects. Please let us know if you have any additional recommendations in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.